And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Casual Coffee with Ken, and welcome to Ken in the Kitchen. I have kind of it should be a simple recipe, even for someone as inept as I am in the kitchen, but we'll try it and see how it goes. Good morning, Hodgepodge. How are you? Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're having a good. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, it is Wednesday. Boy, still not great at keeping track of all the days. I tend to wake up wondering more often than not exactly what day it might be. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad that you like the cooking episodes. I'm having fun with them too, quite honestly. They've been a lot of fun. Cooking minuets. I love that. I love cooking minuets. I love that. That's a wonderful saying. I think I like that a lot. Okay, so timer's going off because I am pre-boiling my pasta. When will we ever see coffee? Says Dina. Kicking butt in the kitchen. Seriously, tried your soy sauce egg thing. It was great. Thank you. Oh my God, that is so cool. I love that. I love that. That makes me happy. That makes me happy that someone actually tried one of the recipes and it worked for them. That's really cool. Did you have the same problem that I had with the fact that I didn't peel it delicately? So I had like these little pits all over the egg, and so the soy sauce didn't uniformly color the outside of the egg, because I noticed that's what happened with me. You probably heard the timer go off. I'm checking my pasta because I decided to pre-boil my pasta so you wouldn't have to sit and wait for me to boil pasta. Mm, almost. Almost done. Couple more minutes on that and we'll be good. So how is everybody? How's everybody's week going? If you're new here, um, if you are new here, I can see the comments as you've seen pop up on the screen. So if you're watching for the first time and we're live, say hi. I think you can even do this on the replay though. Just let me know where you're watching from, because I'm always interested in knowing where my internet audience is located. And that's why I do these instead of just making videos, because it's fun to talk back and forth. Good. Pasta. Yes, pasta is good. Don't worry, I mistype all the time. Let's see. Dina says her eggs were done and nope, her eggs are super smooth. Lucky. Good job with that. I did not do nearly as good of a job as I could have on peeling things smoothly. Okay, I think my noodles are just about done. So this is going to be a fun episode, I think, because yeah, I think these are good. Is it just me, or can you guys eat just boiled pasta? Because I salt the water pretty decently. I don't over salt it, I don't think. But I could just eat boiled pasta right out of the pan. I know I'm strange. Love watching, not concerned about peeling. Well, thank you. Yeah, everything I cook on this show, it's my first time doing anything you see me doing here for the most part. I mean, obviously I've boiled pasta before, but the dish I'm making today, haven't made it before today. All these recipes I'm trying live for the first time. Okay, so I think the pasta is al dente, so I'm going to take it off and I'm going to drain it. And excuse me, turn off the heat there. And I'll let the clouds of steam do their thing over here. So let's see here. Secret is a little baking soda in the water when you boil it. Baking soda in the water. Okay, I will definitely give that a shot. I like that. I'm going to put that up so other people can see that tip as well. I've got to figure out, and this is probably more inside information than you want to know about live streaming, but the software I use, I can only highlight the comments that I want to highlight directly from the computer. So the computer's over there. I can see things on the monitor right here, but the computer is back there on my desk. And I have no way of actually bringing in comments unless I go back to the computer, and I can do it from there. That's much ado about nothing. All right, let's get on with the rest of this recipe. So this is for Szechuan cold noodles, which ticks a lot of boxes for me. I love noodle dishes. I love Szechuan flavors, and I love pasta. You know, so I think this is going to be really good. So I will kind of show you what we're working with here. Let me step out of the way. So you see we've got some soy sauce, we've got kosher salt, we have peppercorn oil. That's here. So this is peppercorn oil. We have the Szechuan red pepper oil. So this is red pepper oil here, and this is peppercorn oil, two very different oils there. Also have some rice vinegar and kikkoman. Love kikkoman stuff. And then sesame oil. It's toasted sesame oil, as well as just regular vegetable oil and soy sauce, and then kosher salt. So to that, we are also going to use garlic. And so what I'm going to do now on camera is try to mince this garlic. And then once I have minced it, I'm going to kind of mash it up with some kosher salt and make a garlic paste is the idea. Come on. There we go. That's better, Ken. So my knife skills suck, just in advance here. It doesn't help that my cutting board kind of is warped and wobbles as I do this. I guess I should have broken out one of the good wooden cutting boards for this. I don't know. I tend to want to use this for things like garlic because I've seen Karina use it for things like garlic. And yeah, obviously I want to be like Karina in the kitchen. And as the board moves everywhere and I gamely go forth into that kitchen night, trying not to dice my fingers or anything else. Those of you who have real knife skills and are horrified, I'm sorry. Look away. But I love the smell of garlic. You'd think I was Italian, like my wife Karina has a lot of Italian ancestry, but I'm actually Irish. But I love garlic so much, so I might actually have some Italian in there somewhere. I haven't done the, what is it called, the 23andMe tests, because I have issues with privacy type concerns, I guess. I don't know. That's a whole other video, isn't it? That's not about cooking. I guess I'm interested, though, if any of you have done the 23andMe tests. Did you find any surprises in the results that you received? Or was it pretty much what you expected? Okay, so there's some garlic. And now I'm going to add a little bit of, it says a pinch. Not sure what a pinch of kosher salt is, but it seems like a pinch. Sprinkle it on there. And then the recipe says to take like the back of a spoon and kind of mash everything together to make a garlic paste. It's starting to look paste-like, I think. Garlic is sticky, isn't it? That's weird to me. Are onions sticky too? Anybody know the answer to that? Because I've sliced onions, but I can't honestly say if I remember if they are sticky or not. Because garlic, man, boy, garlic is sticky, sticky, sticky. I think this is starting to become paste-like here. Let me zoom in and you can tell me what you think. If this is starting to become paste-like enough or not. There's some pretty big dices still left here. It says you can get a garlic press. That's a thought. I guess, yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? If I had a garlic press, then I wouldn't have to dice things. I guess it doesn't really hurt me to work on my knife skills, though. I mean, not that I'm ever going to be a chef in a real kitchen, but, you know. You're like, oh, great. If you're new here and you just joined in, you're watching some weird guy in a kitchen making garlic paste. Not the most exciting television or live stream content in the world. That's okay. I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun too. It's getting there. It's definitely getting there. I won't go too much longer because I know everybody has things to do with their days. But I do want to get this a little bit more paste-like. It's funny, I think I have vague memories of helping my birth mom in the kitchen. My stepmom, Dee, who is just mom to me, for years and years, because my birth mom died when I was 10, and my stepmom, Dee, came into my life a couple years later, and she is just amazing. She really helped me navigate some weird times in my high school life and middle school life. And absolutely wonderful person. You hear all the stories in media and such about, step monsters, and I had the complete opposite experience of that. Could not have been luckier with my dad's very good taste in who he married after my mom passed. So good job, Dad, and good job, Mom, for liking my dad enough to marry him and become my mom. So thank you for that. She's a good cook too. It's funny, I remember when she first started dating my dad and she would make us food. She was used to cooking for a big family, and so she would make so much food. We would have leftovers for days, and I'm talking off camera, and that's not good TV either. So she would cook so much food, it was great. It was fun. It was all good food. There was just a ton of it. I mean, so much food. Awesome. Hodgepodge says she loves garlic. She's pretending that she can smell this. Good. So what I'm doing right now, and you can't see it because I need one more camera, I think, for my kitchen. I'm just rinsing the noodles that I boiled in cold water because this is a cold noodle dish. So I'm just giving those a rinse in a colander with very cold water. Now, the thing I did on purpose, because I thought it would make the recipe more accessible to people who might stumble across this show. Not a lot of people, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Allergies are killing me. Not a lot of people, at least I think, not a lot of people have the rice noodles at home, just hanging around in their cupboard. So the substitution I made for this is just using regular spaghetti noodles because I don't think it's going to hurt the recipe at all to do this with spaghetti noodles. All right, so now I've got to make the sauce and combine the garlic and everything. So that's what I am going to do next as soon as I find my remote. All right, so going back here, and let's go back to the recipe. So I am going to use a tablespoon of dark soy sauce. So let's put this over here. Nah, so I drop everything everywhere. So here we go, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. It says dark soy sauce. That confused me a little because I thought all soy sauce was the same color. So I'm not really sure where that comes from. And then we've got 2 teaspoons. Oh boy, I almost made a big mistake. I almost used the tablespoon for the next ingredient. That would have been bad because the next ingredient is 2 teaspoons of the red, come on, Ken, camera angles, red chili oil. 2 tablespoons of this would have been disastrous. But no, 2 teaspoons. Oh, this smells good. Brand new bottle. I did find I had to order some of this stuff because I couldn't find it at my local Save Mart. So that's 1 teaspoon and 2 teaspoons and a little extra, it looks like, went in there. That's okay. It'll be fine. Let's see here. So 2 teaspoons of red chili oil, 1 teaspoon of the Szechuan peppercorn oil. Can do. And open this for the first time. There we go. It's funny, I'm sure if Karina was doing this, she'd actually be able to eyeball all these measurements. She is so good at that. Okay. There we go. There goes the pepper oil. And then 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar. Here we go. A little bit of rice vinegar in the bowl. Let's see. And then 1/2 teaspoon of the sesame oil. 1/2 teaspoon. So here we go. 1/2 teaspoon of sesame oil. In the bowl. This is smelling amazing, you guys. I really wish you could smell this. But yeah. Okay, so I did that, made the garlic paste, and now I'm supposed to put the garlic in the bowl with the other all the oils. So let's go. Spray. Come on, get off the way. See what I mean? Garlic is sticky. What the heck? Get in there. A little bit more garlic star. Look at that. It just sticks. Why is garlic an adhesive? It's probably good we don't use it as such, otherwise things would smell potent all the time. Okay, so we've got those together, and now I just have to get out my whisk, and we'll just kind of mix that all up here. This smells really good, you guys. I'm quite excited about this. I love pasta. I know I've said on this show before that I love breakfast. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day, but I love pasta, and I love Szechuan noodle dishes. So this is going to be fun, I think. And yay for tiny whisks, boy. It just says until combined. Until well mixed, quote unquote. And as always, I'll post the recipe online later this afternoon. I won't be able to do it right after the show, but later this afternoon. Okay, so now, all right, what do we got now? Let's see. Okay, so now I need to transfer the noodles to a bowl. Sorry, I should have had the bowl out. Add host, no donut. Okay, just a regular old bowl. And we'll go ahead. We will put the noodles in the bowl, and they are cold, believe you me. And now the last part, I think, is the vegetable oil, right? Let's see. Rice vinegar, sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil. So yeah, so we will, and I'm just using regular old canola oil for this. Yeah, oh God, I did it again. I splooshed all over. That was not good. Okay, that's okay. It's still good. It's still good. And then we just pour this over it and just kind of mix it all up. And my hands are clean, so I'm not worried about this. Just get it nice and coated. Now, it occurs to me as I'm doing this that there's a couple of things I could have done a little differently. One thing that the recipe calls for originally is the addition of bean sprouts. And Hodgepodge says she likes my quick meal. Cool, I like it too. Thank you. I'm excited to try this. So the original recipe calls for the addition of bean sprouts. I don't particularly like bean sprouts, but I could have, if I'd been thinking about it, used scallions or chives or something to give it a little color. So this is going to be a really, excuse me, plain looking dish, but that's okay. Sorry for all the noise. It got loud there for a second. And we'll just go ahead and put some Nooter. It's oily and I almost dropped the bowl. Oh my gosh, Ken. That was almost a catastrophe. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's okay. Love them in fried rice. Yes, I agree. Fried rice is wonderful. What's your favorite? Mine is pork. I love pork fried rice. So good. So very good. Okay, so have you take a look real quick. Ta-da! There is our Szechuan noodles. Looks pretty boring because there is no color to this dish. Excuse me. But, you know, it's noodles. I'm not going to complain about that. And so now we've come to the important part, where I try it and see what it tastes like. So here we go. The bowl is still oily. It smells great. Ooh, yeah, this smells good. I can definitely smell the sesame oil, the soy sauce, of course, and something that might be the peppercorn oil. Not sure. Okay, so the red chili oil does not come through initially, but I can feel it. Yeah, it comes through a little late. It's not right when you take your first bite, but the heat creeps. But it's good. It's not. I'm not crying for milk or anything like an episode of Hot Ones. But this is good, and the noodles are fine for this application. Just regular old spaghetti noodles. Now I'm sure it's obviously not the same as using the rice noodles, but considering I don't think most people have rice noodles just lying around. Maybe I'm wrong, but if you want to do this with spaghetti noodles, you're not going to be mad at it. Mm-hmm. This is pretty good. It needs something though. If I was going to do this again, I would definitely put some sort of protein in here, like chicken or maybe shrimp. Shrimp would probably go really well with this, I think. But this is a perfectly reasonable, quick meal to throw together. I guess if I was going to be somewhat traditional, I would have sake with it. We don't have any sake here in the house. But it tastes really good. None of the oils have, have overwhelmed any of the other oils. It's all seems to be really well balanced using the measurements in the recipe. Chicken with fresh ginger. That's a great idea. I will have to suggest that to Karina because she can show me how to fry up the chicken. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's a good recipe. Just feels like it's a little lacking. But if you wanted a tasty Szechuan noodle dish and you were limited on ingredients, you could do this as written and walk away with a pretty darn tasty noodle dish that's going to fill you up because carbs, it's noodles, it's great. Yeah, I like this. I'm going to do this recipe again. Yeah, I am quite happy with all of this. This is good. I will post it later on today and you will be able to check it out for yourself. And wow, that's it. We are already past the 10 o'clock mark. So thank you very much for joining me on my kitchen adventure today. If you had fun, do me a favor if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. Share the video out with your friends if you think they might enjoy it. If you're watching on Periscope, I think it's hearts over there instead of likes, but be sure to do that. Follow me on Twitter. Same on, what's the other one? Twitch. And Facebook, of course. You can like my Facebook page and follow it and like the video over there as well. And just share it. Share it with people that might be in a similar position to me. Just trying something new in the wake of this unprecedented event we're living through. And yeah, maybe it'll help them to see that an old man in the kitchen can learn new tricks. So maybe it'll make them feel less self-conscious when they do it. Anyway, I appreciate all of you, and I will see you tomorrow. It's not going to be a kitchen segment tomorrow. It's just going to be a regular good news thing, and I might do a reading again from one of Neil Gaiman's short story books, because he has a lot of good ones in there. But otherwise, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I will see all of you tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. Hodgepodge, thank you for joining me as usual. Dina, thank you again. It's always great to see you online. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another, because it really matters now, probably more than ever. All right, take care, everybody.